Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty Serene Republic of Venice. So you guys will note, from last episode, we actually can see a little bit more of the world. That is because I actually found a nation down here, Mahra, that I can actually get trading maps from, which is awesome. We are currently involved in a war versus France. I'm not too concerned about it. It's England, Great Britain, Spain, Portugal, and me versus France and Scotland's already out of the equation. Liege is involved, but not a huge issue. So I'm pretty much letting Spain and Portugal fight it out. I don't think we're going to run into trouble. England's landed an army as well. Yeah, it's not going well for France. So instead I'm moving to the Middle East, where I'm hoping to attack the Mamluks, who are at war with Dawa Sir and the Ottomans. Since the Ottomans are cut off from everything, it's going in my favor there. We want Horn of Africa. There we go. Does that give me enough to see the trade node? I hope it does. Trade node. No, but I can see what Ethiopia is up to, so it's not a total waste. I might have to buy another one from them. Let's throw down a discipline advisor. And I'm curious to see how much trade will be affected by me having a trader in Ethiopia. So 69, 71. Okay. Not going to offend those guys if we can avoid it. We can't get Cairo itself. Can we declare war for anything else? Dumyat, not really what we want. We could do a holy war. Reduced aggressive expansion might be worth it. Zinkefa would join. Funj might not though. No, they would. Okay, we'll declare holy war. Yeah, holy war it will be. And pretty much I'm going to just focus on, at least for now, occupying territory. The Ottomans and Dawasir's war should be over reasonably soon. In fact, these guys like me, which is hilarious. For stability. Lovely as well. It's kind of amusing that I have so many people actually liking me here. Can't do the Arabian Sea. Trying to find one I can. Maghreb, not worth it. Niger, not worth it. Persia. Persia would be worth it, I think. Does that give me the trade node of Persia? It does. Lovely. So now another merchant or something else that if it occurs, we can then steer more trade from Persia. Actually, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch the Ethiopian one over. There's not a lot of money in Ethiopia, unfortunately. Plus, it's mostly controlled by Ethiopia itself. But if we can move up into Persia, we should be able to pull more. Plus, we just got some free base production in Alexandria, even nicer. I'm going to use this guy to occupy this whole area. I believe Benghazi, yep, is another natural harbor we want. There's a fort there. Is that under siege? Or do I have to go help? I don't have to. Okay. We can not really get anywhere at the moment other than along the Mamluk coast. It doesn't appear the Ottomans are going to take any of this, which is awesome. Just gives me more of an opportunity once the war against the Mamluks is over on that end for us to seize provinces. Yeah. Still working, of course, towards the Venetian Sea, even though it's been quite a while since I mentioned it. Long, slow haul there. Let's just take out that, yeah, those guys. They're not worth leaving alive. Kind of cool that we can see the trading ships move out from Alexandria towards our lands. I believe that increases the more trade you have going in a particular direction, which should mean, yeah, this sea over here should be rather busy. Seeing as Venice is the richest trade node in the game. So let's do this. We can get another group of ideas. I was going to go admin, but I am in fact going to go defensive. Just because the morale bonus is so strong. Plus, if we can finish off defensive, we can get Edict of Resistance, more attrition for enemies, plus the one from defensive. We could probably bleed the Ottomans dry troop-wise. So I'm gonna hope that's allowed to be a thing, combining those two, and we'll see how this goes. I could not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. We could potentially leave this war versus France, but I don't think it's worth it. Not yet, at least. We're doing fine. I'll do another manufacturer, I guess. This is annoying. I'll just leave it at that. This is annoying right there. If we could also get to... Nope, that's it. Okay, there's no benefit for us to control Mecca, right? Oh, there is. There's a benefit if we conquer Mecca. Veronica Franco. We'll do innocent. Might as well take the prestige. Hopefully there's no negative event that'll follow up on it. There could be. We've already seen the negative event for getting the expansion of the Great Council of Venice as a penalty in the long run. Not a huge penalty, but still annoying enough. Yeah, that should be good on all fronts then. And how is our fleet looking? Massively over the force limit, exactly the way we want it. 23 galleys, 18 trade ships, 26 transports, 8 heavies. About as good as we can expect. That is going to be annoying if Croatia tries to get its independence. I'm going to have to go smash Croatian rebels, and then we're going to also have to reoccupy this whole area. I think in the meantime we'll put a unit in Cairo. For when the war is over, we should automatically start sieging it, which will be nice. Move those guys to there. If we're lucky, the Croatian separatists would leave, but I don't think they will. We are trading in paper. We are trading in quite a few things, aren't we? We're trading in glass and paper and wine. We have a lot of bonuses towards reduced unrest, don't we? As long as we keep the wine and we do the paper and the glass, we also get cheaper admin and cheaper Diplo, which is really cool, actually. Also, this land improved maneuver, it doesn't state it, and it's not something you would notice otherwise, but it is approximately about a 5% reduction in overall attrition in the long run. So just take that into account when realizing how overwhelmingly good defensive ideas are. One of their finishers, of course, is 25% reduced attrition. It's more like 30. Really good. Anyhow, the Inner Hebrides are over. Scotland has been relegated to the Shetlands. Not really sure you can run a kingdom from the Shetlands based off my knowledge of what the Shetlands are like, which isn't much. I've seen some of the show Shetland, which I believe is filmed on some of those islands, and if they're all like the islands portrayed in the show, it's not the most empire-based place to run a kingdom or an empire from. Be funny if you did, though. Let's do Alexandria and Al-Karak, the 3 major forts in this region. Obviously, Cairo's another one we'll want to take and upgrade. Pretty sure the Mamluks haven't upgraded it at all. Could be wrong, though. No, they haven't. We can't get past it, though, which is unfortunate, which makes it, in terms of a choke point, Cairo might be one of the strongest in the game. Blocks people from going north to south, blocks people going from east to west. Doesn't block them entirely from the west, because they can kind of sneak past up here, but they can't get through there. So if it was just a little bit over, it would block all access in or out of the Nile Delta, which would be ridiculously strong. This should go in our favor. It's going to be a little bit tricky here of a war. Next month, though, I will reduce war exhaustion. No point in doing it until it's over 2. Go. Cairo has fallen. It's time to go save my forts. They're actually running away, which is hilarious. Gotta love the AI and their knowledge whether or not they can win a battle. We want Cairo. We want Jerusalem. That's pretty much all we really... Well, we want Dumyat as well, so this has got to go on for a while longer. Again, everything is in our favor at the moment. All I have to do is be careful not to blow it and really mess up. If we play it right, we should easily win this. They don't really have lots to threaten us. Tabuk down here would also not be a bad one to take, because it's one of the local forts. I really do want Jerusalem, though. Not for any particular in-depth reason. It just gives you another missionary and prestige, which is always nice. Also, taking these couple provinces here later on will allow me to, if necessary, build the Suez Canal, which would be awesome. It certainly changed the trade routes on me. That would give me 71. I could do that before anyone else would join a coalition, and it would be exactly 100% overextension. So that will be what I do on that end. Let's take Jaffa and Sadia, or Seda, maybe? A lot of these names you can't pronounce at all. Funj Husinkefa. Once this falls, we should actually be able to march up there. There we go. If we could take them out of that province, interestingly enough, they've relocated over there. They have some pretty... These guys have a very strong idea tree. The problem is they just never survive. There's still that whole achievement, rebuild the Ayyubid Empire, which I'd love to do. It's just so hard. Yeah, once their fort falls, they should peace out. This is supposed to be, you know, a ticking war score war, but they don't want to fight me, so... I'm kind of left in the odd position here, is that there's nobody really I can fight unless I want to march all the way back to Corfu and deal with them there. Which is a possibility. Yeah, spoils of war is messing me up a little bit there. Tabuk has fallen. Is that enough? I doubt it, but I'll check anyhow. 79. Nope, nowhere near enough. Let's go take... Not even going to try it. That province and fort. We have rebels. Loss of stability. Loss of money. Our ruler should be dethroned, but he's not. Guilds are in charge. That's going to mess up my income, isn't it? Not badly, actually. More mercantilism? Or mercantilism, if that's how you say it. Doesn't make a huge difference. We should embargo the Ottomans, though. Why not? We're rivals with them. It will kill their trade power. It really should. At least their trade income. Yeah, they lose 8% of it there. It's really powerful embargoing if you can get away with it. How am I going to get out of this mess? I suppose I could just take less provinces, but come on. Why would you take less provinces? Is that enough? It's getting close. To there, then to there. Bombard that there. They're going to take Corfu. Everybody takes Corfu, apparently. It's just like the definition of a war versus Venice these days is, have you taken Corfu yet? The answer is they have now pretty much taken Corfu. Let's move you down here. They don't seem to have a fleet at all, really. Interesting. Could piece those guys out. I don't know if I really want to, though. I'd love to just, like, vassalize them and use them. But yeah, that would cause people to be kind of unhappy versus me. Well, no treaties with the Mamluks. That takes them out of the fight. Now it's just a matter of dealing with the Mamluks and Funj itself. Corfu has fallen. We have taken that though, so it should outweigh it in the long run. Almost always outweighs it if you take a fort compared to when the attackers take a fort. Especially if you've got lots of land, which I do. By the way, the sole reason Cyprus here still has a fort is because in the event of a war with the Ottomans, it just means that I can just hold out indefinitely in the fort. I mean, that is the reason that place still has a fort. I could throw another fort up there if I really wanted to, but one is enough. Just means that we suffer less damage in the long run. Can't take Sinai. Okay. Actually, can I delay a little longer till I can get Sinai? And I can. I really want Sinai because then it connects my territories. There's no other purpose other than connecting the territories from my mind. That way I don't have to keep using my ship to ferry between the two. However, this might be too much overextension. We'll see. We do have an event. We can formalize separation of powers. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not, really? Then we will raise all of those. We will start converting our core. We will try and core as much as we can because we are, in fact, overextended. Lovely. Not much I can do about it, though. We're likely to see some very nasty penalties here erupt for a while. Hopefully we don't. We might. Anyhow, Venetian Egypt looks really weird and honestly very distorted. We still don't control the Palestine coast, but we control everything else. So that was a successful war. I was a little bit worried about it because the Mamluks are still no joke. They're still half decently strong. Cairo falling to us gives us 53% of the trade. If we can strip Benghazi, we could be good. We'd get up to 75 there. We'd still have to kill the Ottomans, though. Either you get the achievement immediately, which can be done if you do it right, or you do what I'm doing and just grind it out. I'm kind of having fun here as Venice because you're always guaranteed an absurd amount of monarch points right now with this weird lottery government. I think I've only gotten one ruler that's below 8 total stats. Hopefully that doesn't change the longer the game goes on, but it could. Let's do invite to trade league. We will take Brittany. Thank you very much. And if we can, we'll also grab Ulm. Ulm. What does our trade league look like? Wow, that's a lot of nations in the HRE in our trade league. It doesn't help us with our trade much. Still, it's nice. I don't really know what else to say. It's nice, it's handy, it's efficient, it gives us lots of stuff. I'm going to upgrade Alexandria to a world port once I can afford it. And I don't know how many world ports that'll give us. 2, 3? Got one there. We got one in Venice. I suppose I could upgrade Ragusa as well. We have enough. We just need to actually work out which ones to upgrade in which order. I think I'll actually do Ragusa first. There we go, world port. Yeah, biggest reason for doing that, just pull more trade itself into Venice. We've got 12 more years, or sorry, 22 more years, my apologies. 22 more years before we can, before we, of all people, should get global trade. 56 is ridiculous. 76 from trade itself in actual profit. Yeah, the fact that this gives me modifiers is really nice. Only one of these has to tick over to 100 for us to get rid of most of our penalties. for being a get rid of the vast majority of the overextension penalties. Plus, we just smashed one of like our 2 culture groups that could rebel. Although that is frustrating. Laika, whatever, is now a little bit more rebellious. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. But overall, we're in good shape. However, our republic is barely going the right direction. I might reform to republicanism. I'm not sure yet. I think I'll have to just, in general, look over what states and stuff. We've pretty much got all the states I really want. I could get rid of the one in Cyprus, honestly, though. Not really that productive. Yeah, I might do that. Yep, we'll do that. It doesn't appear I can actually get rid of that, which is annoying. The trade post. I don't think I can relocate it either. Yeah. Okay, I can't do anything there. So it does decrease our trade control a little bit in that node, but does reduce, or it does give back a good portion of Republican tradition. Short run might be nice. 9 too many. Wow. We have 29 states in provinces in actual states. The issue is really the Balkans. I may have to move out. I don't really want to move outside Serbia. I could move Bosnia out of it. I don't think Bosnia has a center of trade, do they? No, if I had to remove one, Bosnia would be ideal. It's not a ton of development, not really that productive. I'll consider it. Let's just get this chord. All of those are half decent. 5, 6, 4 is amazing. Right now, all our factions are kind of balanced. Guy's a conqueror, which is always convenient if you want to conquer things. And there we go. Things are in fact being fully cored, which is allowing us to convert them. Perfect. Plus that lovely free mercenary from Jerusalem, and that lovely prestige from Jerusalem as well. Exactly what one would want if one was in this predicament. Once we manage to core the Suez, actually we have, can I in fact charter a trade company from anybody? Can't ask for trade. Can't ask for that while they're at war. So let's instead boost Alexandria to a world port. We're creating this just network of world ports. Everything flows in our direction at this point. The only thing that really doesn't is the Crimea, which is instead being pulled by the Ottomans. So all of these should be maximized profit. Yeah. 86 gold from trade. Sheesh. That is impressive. It's exactly what we want. And need, of course, and need. Can't forget and need. I need to check what the Ottoman army is looking like. The Ottoman army is now 3 times. 3 times my size. The plus 88% troops on the Ottomans is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That means if I fight them, I'm outnumbered 4-1. Oh, that's annoying. We do have a fair amount of mercenaries, which would even it up a little bit. I think it might be time to actually build some regimental camps. I don't usually build regimental camps, but we need a larger force limit. Yeah, I guess I can afford to build some in Venice itself. Oh, it costs 200 gold per thing. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye on that. It's going to take a lot to fully increase our army size. The worst part is it still won't actually solve the core problem, which is how does one defeat that large of an Ottoman army? I do not know the answer. All I know is I don't really want to find out. It's kind of ridiculous that they're as small as they are and still are fielding virtually their max limit. I'm curious. I'm not going to do it, but I am curious as to if I were to attack the Ottomans. The only person who would join would be the Pope. Ugh. Even Poland would. Okay, Poland's in another war. That's understandable. I need another powerful ally. I don't think Russia's going to be it. Don't know who I could ally. I could probably get an alliance here with Dawasir if I were to push just a little bit for it. I don't know if that's worth it though. They're not a really powerful nation, but they are getting up there. Anyhow, that will be it for this episode. Next episode, we are going to fully convert this region, try and figure out how to maximize our trade income from it, like by doing that, and then work on, I don't know what's going to happen next. Maybe we'll get global trade, maybe we won't. Probably we're going to start trying to hem in the Ottomans if possible at all. Or try and find some other allies to fight them with. But that will have to wait till next time. Thank you guys all for watching. Bye for now.